Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and in today's episode we're going to be taking 3 different vehicles down the Komodo Raceway. And so this is going to be interesting because we're going to kind of be seeing what 3 different class vehicles will be like handling on basically vertical drops and tight turns. So first we're going to be starting with the Pessima. So this is just your typical average sedan. It's a little bit older. It doesn't have traction control or anything, but it does at least have ABS, so that's going to help out a little bit. Okay, so as we can see, it's handling the turns fairly well. We're not getting really into the triple digits at all, even going downhill, which is fine. Oops, I've nicked another car, but that's okay. Okay, so this car is kind of boring, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's predictable. It's easy to get around these banked turns, and it does a fairly good job at it. It is front-wheel drive, so I'm kind of, accelerating into the turns to help. Now, if this were rear-wheel drive, I would not be doing that. I would just spin out all the time. Okay, so coming around. Okay, and by the way, the last vehicle is going to be very interesting. I have no clue how it's going to handle on this sort of a circuit. So we'll see how that goes. And across the line. So the car is still drivable. It is a little bit mangled, but mechanically everything is fine, and even the radiator is fine, which that doesn't usually happen when I'm driving something. So, all right, we're gonna spawn a different vehicle. So I'm going to make a take here, and I will see you guys once I've got the next vehicle. So this vehicle is a little bit different. It is an SUV, so sports utility vehicle, and it has a slightly higher center of gravity and a lot more rolling resistance. So we'll see how this handles on this sort of a circuit. Okay, I'm noticing that especially when making turns like that, I much preferred the front-wheel drive because I could literally accelerate into the turn and it would just follow through, whereas this one, having power distributed to all wheels, is actually not benefiting me at all. In fact, if anything, it's causing me to lose momentum. Well, not really lose momentum, but because they're all spinning at the same rate, it doesn't allow my inner wheels to travel the shorter distance than my outer wheels, which means that I'm constantly dragging at least 2 of my wheels. So we saw a car flip there, so that should kind of give you some sort of perspective as to how steep these banks are. Nevertheless, the SUV is actually holding its own. It is able to complete the course so far, but I can tell it's a little bit out of its element. Somehow more out of its element than the cheap sedan was. So I'm not sure how that stacks up. And across the finish line. So because this one had a lot more ground clearance, that landing, I mean, it still did kind of mess up the bodywork, but it's a lot better than the lower sedan did. All right, let's do our last vehicle here. Okay, so this is our last vehicle. Now, this one is a little bit special. As you can see, it is a bus, but it is also a racing bus. Now, this is supposedly, the engine's been tuned by ETK for the Hamburg Grand Prix. So, as you can tell, this is no ordinary bus, and the fact that it's screaming at us and I have to yell over it should be even more of a example as why this is not a normal city bus. Alright, so we are coming around this turn like a screaming bullet. Oh my gosh, there is just smoke pouring everywhere. I'm scraping up the sides of the bus. That red vehicle's in a terrible spot for my entrance. Oh my gosh, this is just complete chaos. I don't even know how to explain what it feels like to drive this fast as a bus. Oh, I'm up on the wall. I'm back on the tarmac. This is going great. Alright, we are easily hitting 70-ish miles per hour when this bus is going downhill. I'm losing panels left and right. This is just complete chaos. I've got high clutch temperature. I don't think I really care about that at this point. I have bunged up my steering. That's going to affect the top speed and handling of this bus quite poorly. I really hope I don't flip it. Again, I have absolutely no ability to steer this bus anymore. And we're ramping it and across the line. Oh, really hard to stop this much momentum. Oh, that was something. Oh. Okay, so if you like this sort of senseless destruction of large vehicles, don't forget to press that big white subscribe button. And if you like this video in particular, press that big thumbs up button. It really helps my channel out a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.